Hi, I'm Larissa White and you're watching GPS, your roadmap to Gaucho sports. Let's hit the maps for this week's events preview. Men's golf plays Monday and Tuesday at Sandpiper Golf Course. Women's tennis hosts St. Mary's on Monday in a rescheduled match.
I think we're going to have time to step back a little bit, catch our breath, and really focus on making a big run for our last 7-8 matches. Three of our last 4 matches are the biggest matches of the year.
Women's water polo hosts Brown on Tuesday at 4 p.m.
We have Pacific and UC Davis. They're both good teams, and that's really what we're training for and getting ready to compete as we have conference coming up, and those are the first 2 conference games.
On Thursday, women's tennis hosts Portland at 1:30 p.m. Also on Thursday, men's volleyball hosts UC San Diego at 7 p.m.
It's a very big week for us. We're down to our last 6 league matches. Our league is very much up in the air and positioning for playoffs, and the teams, everyone's playing well. We're going to play San Diego and Irvine this week. We beat San Diego earlier in the year, but they've had some real big wins, and they're playing really well. And Irvine beat us pretty handily down there.
On Friday, baseball returns home for a weekend series versus San Jose State. Our very own Stephen Wilson talks with Brandon Trinkwon on this week's GPS interview.
Welcome into the GPS interview. I'm joined by freshman infielder Brandon Trinkwon. Brandon, you had an outstanding high school career. How's the transition been to college baseball?
So far, it's been pretty successful. The hardest part was definitely the speed of the game. High school is a lot slower. Making the transition here, it's a lot quicker, but I think I'm getting the pace of it.
In your last 7 plate appearances, you've reached base, and you're playing a top 25 team in Oregon State. How's that helped your confidence?
It definitely personally helps my confidence a lot. I feel like if I can do it against a top 25 team, then I could do it against anybody.
What does it mean to the team to get a win over a top 25 team, and how can that help you this week?
It's definitely a big victory for us. We definitely wanted to take the series, but we're definitely happy with being our first 25 team, and hopefully it's just a spark plug, get us on a roll, and hopefully make a regional.
Thank you for being on GPS. Good luck this week.
Thank you very much.
Later on Friday evening, men's volleyball hosts UC Irvine at 7 p.m. On Saturday at noon, women's water polo hosts Pacific, while softball begins a weekend series versus Cal State Fullerton.
It's conference, so any win helps us out with postseason play. We've been working really hard, and we're looking forward to the rest of conference.
At 1 p.m., it's baseball again, and at 2 p.m., softball plays their final game of the day. At 3 p.m., women's water polo plays the alumni. Finally on Sunday, softball and baseball wrap up their weekend series, and women's water polo hosts UC Davis. Well, that's it for this week's edition of GPS. Check us out again next Monday at ucsbgauchos.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel, UCSB Gauchos Athletics. For Stephen Wilson, I'm Larissa White. We'll see you next week.